Hopefully you recognize this riff, Cheech and Chong, Earache My Eye. Cheech Bear and Tommy Chong. October 28th and 29th, Riverside Casino. Tommy Chong was supposed to call a few minutes ago. He's running a few minutes late, so they sent me, I don't know if this is Tommy Chong's home phone number or if it's his cell phone number, but I just dialed it, and okay, it's ringing. Let's see.
Hello?
Tommy Chong.
Speaking.
Hey, man, this is Tony Tone at Vintage Sound Radio in Iowa. How are you, sir?
I am fine. How are you guys doing there?
Really good, man. Welcome to the show. We're on the air right now, and we are super excited to get Cheech and Chong into town on October 28th and 29th. It's been a while since Cheech and Chong has been in the great state of Iowa, buddy.
It seems to be, but, when you get hung up in California and the weather and the weed and the... it's hard to get out.
I totally understand. I don't want to dwell on it that much, but I want you to know that I had quite a few of our listeners contact me because you and I have spoken a few times. You are alive and well. Tommy Chong did not die. That was a hoax. It was a terrible hoax.
Well, like I said, it's been... put out there a couple of times now.
Yeah.
And it makes me mad because when I really do die, no one will believe it.
You said that the death hoax has helped with social media. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Yeah, I got 30-something thousand new posts.
It's he's alive and well, and he's doing shows and hanging out, and I knew, Tommy, I knew it was a hoax as soon as I heard about it, and then I kind of had to confirm it, and I had seen what you'd posted about it, so we're glad that you're still here, and I can only imagine the secret to the good health. One thing is I can't leave because my master charge bill is too high. So I got to pay all that off, and then I can leave. No, I'm healthy thanks to that magical plant that's about to be legalized in this election. Isn't it amazing?
Really well.
There's is it 6 or 8 states are going to vote on medical marijuana in November, something like that? Yeah. Oh man,
it's gonna. And once California goes, then the whole world's gonna fall in line.
Well, it's interesting that the state of Iowa was there so early with gay marriage being legal that I keep waiting for the medicinal marijuana to make it here. It's like we were ahead with that, but we're kind of behind with the pot thing.
Well, I guess it's the corn people, Although you got great... Well, you know what it is, too. A lot of people are opposed to it because it's going to take out the black market.
Right.
And that's where they're making their big bucks.
It's interesting, though, because you look at states like Colorado and how much it's benefited their economy and the education system and being able to put those funds from the taxes. Even if you're anti-pot per se, I mean, fiscally, it makes sense for all these states like Illinois. Our neighbor is in so much financial trouble. It could help them immensely. Yeah.
Who's your governor there? Is that not Pence? No, he's Indiana.
Yeah, no, we have Terry Branstad as our governor of Iowa.
Is he a Republican?
Yes, sir.
Oh, well. He's with Trump, is he?
I think so. I think so. And isn't it funny, your show at Riverside Casino with Cheech on the 28th and 29th of October, it's real close to the election, and I wonder, it seems like the answer is going to be yes, but during the show, you guys will probably talk about the election, yes?
Oh, absolutely. And we got no choice because we get a lot of Trump supporters that are... And it's real funny. Cheech says, any Trump supporters here? Because Cheech, being Mexican, he's a little bit opposed to him.
Right.
So he says to the crowd, any Trump lovers here? And half the crowd goes, yeah. And then Cheech goes, what's wrong with you people?
I feel like if there was Tommy, if there was a wall built, that Cheech would find a way to get over it, around it, or through it. You know?
Oh, he'd been doing that for years, no problem. The thing is, I used to on stage. I used to say that I support Trump because he wants to build a mall. And she said, no, it's a wall. I said, no, a mall makes more sense, Then when you're sneaking across the border, you can stop and get supplies,
Yep.
And she says, no, it's a wall. And I go, no, only an idiot would build a wall.
A mall's a great idea. It would give people jobs.
Isn't it great?
Yeah. So I wonder, because not that Iowa, I grew up in Chicago and I've been out here for a while, and I would say that Iowa is conservative to a certain point, but it seems like these shows that you're going to do, the first one sold out. You had to add the second one, which we appreciate. It seems like you won't get any, you might get a few groans from the crowd with the Trump stuff, but I think you'll be okay otherwise.
Well, everybody that's voting for Trump, they really fit in the Cheech and Chong, thing, profile,
Yeah.
for sure. And anyway, it's all about fun and getting high. And if you see the way Trump, sniffs a lot, you can see that he's got a pretty heavy cocaine habit,
Is that what you think that is? I just thought maybe he had a cold or he was allergic to something. I don't know.
No, he's got a cocaine habit. He doesn't even know he's doing that.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Well,
yeah.
It makes sense. Think about it. Cocaine makes you think you're grandiose, you're on top of the world, you brag, you lie, and you sniff.
I guess I'm glad that I never touched the stuff. It seemed to work.
You never?
No. I saw it at a party in college, and I thought, I don't think I need to do that. I think,
No. You look at the people in the gutter.
Yeah,
I only did coke, one time, and I wrote a song. I wrote a hit song on cocaine, but I realized, first of all, I don't like the smell, to tell you the truth. And and so I never really Cheech and I never really got into coke, but I thanks to weed,
Right.
I'd rather do my weed.
Yeah, it seems like with the evolution of marijuana and the different strains and things, it's almost like you don't need anything else. You could pick what kind of mood you want to be in or whatever.
I took an edible last night, and I woke up in the middle of the night, I think around 4:20. And I was just so full of creative ideas. I can't wait to get to Iowa to put them on stage. They're really funny.
Oh, it's going to be great. I wonder, Tommy, if someone had told you in 1971 that in the year 2016 that you and your friend Cheech would still have the opportunity to go around the country and bring so much joy and laughter to people, what would you say to that person if they?
I would say they're dreaming, because we're not going to be around that long.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
that's what my father-in-law used to say. Hey, hell, if I'd known this, if I'd known I was going to live this long, I would have taken better care of myself.
I mean, your longevity has been so profound, and even through the breaks with the Cheech and Chong touring, you've had so much success. I just watched a movie a couple months ago, and I have a 4-year-old Tommy, and I had to explain to him that the character in Zootopia is my buddy Tommy Chong, and it's so great because you're able to do so many different things that you'll always have an audience. There'll always be people coming up with Cheech and Chong. How does that make you feel?
Oh, really good. Really good. I mean, when you end up as a tattoo on people's arms and legs and butts and breasts, you've made it. He collects pictures of tattoos of Cheech and Chong.
Yeah.
And Andre Jordan of the Clippers got a picture of me on his arm or somewhere.
Wow.
On his leg, I think.
That's incredible.
It is.
You have such great fans. I want to talk about Shelby for a second. Your better half, Shelby Chong. She's opening for the Cheech and Chong shows October 28th and 29th at Riverside Casino. You guys have been married and together for a long time. I just celebrated a 4-year wedding anniversary with my wife, Casey. Give me some advice, Tommy. How do we keep it fresh? How do we avoid fighting? What's the secret?
Compliments. Don't ever be afraid to give a compliment. And even when you're fighting, even in the middle of the fight, you got to tell her how beautiful she looks when she's angry. You know?
Yep.
It is compliments is the key. Every woman, especially as they get older, they need the compliments. They need to be noticed. You know, and so that's my advice. And why there's nothing to argue about because they're always right.
Right.
What's the sense?
Yeah, my thing is I need to make sure that I notice when like a hair color changes because boy, that can get you. Oh man.
Oh yeah. Well, they're testing you to see if you're looking at them and not somebody else.
Right.
And so you really gotta pay attention.
No.
I tell this story one time. I was in a restaurant and I'm sitting with my wife and I looked over and I saw this gorgeous woman sitting there, kind of, she had a sexy dress on and showing this great body, and so I was trying to keep a conversation going and try to look at the same time. And then finally I just had to fake, I had to get a closer look because I can't see that good anyway. And so I walked over and pretending I was going to the bathroom, and I found out I was looking at a mirror of my wife.
Wow, that's fantastic. Oh, my gosh. That's like the best compliment ever, right?
Well, it was mixed because
right.
what am I doing looking at another woman?
It's definitely that mirror saved your butt, huh? That's pretty cool. Oh,
yeah,
man.
but I mean, it was true, and it's funny. Man.
Yeah.
No, the great thing, and Shelby too. Anyway, she's so talented, so beautiful.
Yeah.
And she's crazy funny. Oh, our show is getting so good, man, because we've done it so long.
Sure.
Now we get, all of us, except Shelby, gets stoned before the show. And so our show is back to what it used to be years ago.
It's so much fun. CheechandChong.com, October 28th and 29th, Riverside Casino and Golf Resort. The Saturday show, the 29th, is sold out. Friday the 28th, tickets are still available, but going quick. Last question, Tommy, you have done so much in your career. Dancing with the Stars was so fun seeing you on there. Is there anything left that you want to do or try at this point, or are you just enjoying each day?
Well, I got a bucket list, and the only thing on the bucket list that I haven't done, except go to India and Scotland and Ireland, but I mean, the one physical thing that I haven't done yet, I'd like to get high with Paul McCartney. Wow! Because I've smoked with every Beatle except Paul. Yeah. And of all the Beatles, Paul is the biggest pothead of them all. So it just shows you.
Did you ever smoke with Alice Cooper, who's kind of a friend of ours, I wonder?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I had to ask.
I don't think Alice was getting high. He was drying out. But, we did a couple of gigs with Alice when we first started out. He said, and we headlined a couple of gigs in Denver. And, we've known Alice forever.
He's such a good guy. Tommy Chong with Cheech and Chong. Again, the website, cheechandchong.com, Riverside Casino, the 28th and 29th. You're the best, Tommy. Safe travels. All the best to the family, Shelby, and we'll see you guys very soon, sir. Thank you.
Okay, man. Take care.
Take care, brother. Bye.